Hello, everybody. Welcome to game number 4 between Japan and Cuba in the 2024 WBA playoffs in the Connie Mack League. We're in the wild card round. Cuba has taken a 2-1 series lead on Japan. They're playing in Estadio de Giron. 45,000 fans over on hand to watch this game today. Clear skies, there's no wind at all, so the wind should not be playing a factor. Kodai Senga will be pitching for Japan, 4-3 record in 10 sets with a 4.15 ERA to face off against El Duque. Orlando Hernandez went 15-9 with a 3.62 ERA. We're going to get this game going here. And Cuba, one win away from moving on to the divisional round. They, haven't gotten a favorable um, matchup against Japan, who, although they won the division title in the international division, won up with like a 76 and 86 record. Without further ado, you got Kaz Matsui, Ichiro, then Sadaharu O, Shohei Ohtani cleanup, Kenji Jojo McCatcher, Akinoru Iwamura has moved up in the lineup at third base, Tadahito Iguchi at second, Hideki Matsui at left, and he got Senga pitching. Matsui's got 5 for 12 in this series. Looking to get on and get something going. A beautiful day here in Havana, Cuba. And 158 strikeouts for El Duque this year. 9 overs, 52 RBIs for Matsui, who pops up to second. Nice play by Gurriel Jr. Does the first out. Ichiro's 4-14 this series. Hasn't really been able to be productive in terms of any run production. There's a drive to second again. Gurriel scoops up the ball, fires at the first, and there's 2 outs just like that. Pitches Sadaharu's 5 for 12 has driven in 2 runs. There's the 1-2. Drives it to center. There's a base hit. He tries to go to second. The throw by the center fielder gets him. And an overly aggressive run here to end the inning. That was not an advised play with Ohtani coming up next. Okay, bottom of the first. Gurriel, Luis Robert, or Luis Robert. Um, Tony Oliva and Rafael Palmer both really hitting the ball well. Jordan Alvarez batting fifth. Tony Perez batting sixth. Bert Caponera seventh. The catcher Yasmani Grandal. And you got El Duque starting here. Senga face Gurriel Jr. is a 2-2. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Oramura. Throws to first. And 1 down. Robert, 5 for 12 and a home run, 2 RBIs. That's the one thing about Cuba. They've been able to hit the home run ball. There's a drive to right field. Nice play there by Ichiro. Actually, for Ohtani for the second out. They've been able to hit the ball high in the air and really drill the ball. 5 for 12 this series with a home run, 2 RBIs for Oliva. Here's the 0-2. Drives at the center, but right at Ichiro to end the inning. 1-2-3. They go to the top of the second now. Ohtani's just 2 for 11. He has driven in 3 runs. But needs to be they're looking a bit more explosive here. The 0-2 drives it to left center. That'll be what a beautiful catch there. But Alvarez wasn't sure he was going to get it, but he did. That was the first out. Jojo was 2 for 10 with an RBI. Drives it to left, right in front of Alvarez, who picks up the ball and makes the catch for the out. Iwamura 6 for 10 with 2 RBIs. He's been productive in the bottom of the lineup, and they moved him up a bit here for a reason. So ground ball the second. Gurriel will fire to first in a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. You got Palmeiro, Alvarez, and Perez. 5 for 12 with 3 homers and 5 RBIs for Palmeiro. Let's see if he can keep this hot streak going. A drive to center, but Ichiro under it and makes the catch. Alvarez is 3 for 12 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Here's a 2-1. Drives it to center again. Ichiro under it. He's got it. There's 3 straight putouts in center. There's 2 down. 4 for 13 with 4 RBIs and a base clearing triple. That one Cuba game 2. They struck him out here as he swings a pitch outside of the zone to the top of the third now. Iguchi, Matsui, and Senga, 3 for 10 for Tadahito Iguchi. Drives it to center, and there's a base hit. Leadoff single in the top of the third. Matsui is 1 for 8 with 2 RBIs. He's struggling. Drives it to right, but this will be playable for Oliva for the second out, or the first out. Senga went up here to bunt his runner over the 0-2. He swung on and missed, and does not go for the bunt. Senga, actually Matsui, a 1-1. Ground ball, the first unassisted play by Palmeiro ends the inning to the bottom of the third. No score so far. It's you got Capaneris, Grandal, and Hernandez. 2 for 8 with an RBI for Capaneris. Espadero looking to do some damage. Here's a ground ball sharply hit. Nice play there. At short by Kaz Matsui for the first out. 0 for 7 for Grandal. He's been pinch hit a lot too. Here's a 2-1, but he can take one and drive it deep. Here he drives it to left, but Matsui has it for the second out. The 1-1 to Hernandez. Ground ball up the middle. Nice play. But we'll be able to put it deep in a hole. So we did put a glove on it, just couldn't make a play. And there's an infield single. Gurriel is 0 for 1. The 1-0 was a weak pop-up. Right over to the pitcher, to Gurriel, excuse me. That'll end the inning. So through 3, no score. Ichiro, 0 for 1. There's the 1-0 pitch to him. There's a drive the other way. Got it. And Alvarez makes the catch. Oh, singled in the first. A weak pop-up. Gurriel Jr. for the second out. Otani's 0 for 1 so far. There's a 3-2. Walks him. Ball the third. Nice play there. That'll end the inning. So Jojo was gone. That'll end the inning. He tried to get a hit and run going. Nothing doing there. Robert is 0 for 1. There's a 2-1. Ground ball the second. Nice play by Iguchi for the first out. So far they've been able to pitch fairly well. Some of these teams are going to have to get something going. Palmeiro with a ground ball right at O for the second out of the inning. Palmeiro, the 2-2, swung on and missed. Nice cutter to end the inning. Mora drives it to center. That was a base hit. 7th hit of the series. Iguchi, who singled last time up in 3-2, struck him out looking. Beautiful pitch. Matsui. Ball is second. For 1 on the first double play, inning over. Senga has thrown 45 pitches now Entering the fifth. 3-2 to Alvarez. Weak pop-up. Nice play by Aramura for the first out. Perez. A 1-2. Struck him out looking. Good splitter for the second out. Capaneris. The 2-2. Got him on a cutter. Called third strike. To the sixth. Senga. Matsui. Ichiro. 1-2 to Senga. Ground ball to short. Nice later by Capaneris for the first out. Matsui. The 3-2. He walks him. Ichiro. Ground ball to first. The runner will move on to second. In scoring position now, 2 down. Here's Sadaharu 0-2. Struck him out looking. Beautiful pitch on a fastball, inside corner. Bottom of the sixth they go. Grandal. 1-1. Ground ball to second. Easy play for Gucci for the first out. El Duque singles last time and drives it to right. Play for Otani. There's a second out. Gurriel. 1-0. Ground ball to short. Matsui with an easy play to first and a 1-2-3 inning. And Senga has really pitched well. "66 pitches thrown so far for El Duque. 6 innings, 3 hits, two walks, and 3 Ks. Did a good job in shutting Japan down. Otani, the 2-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch. Good curveball. Jojo's 0-2. He strikes him out on a slider. And El Duque's array of pitches are really giving Japanese hitters fits. Here's Iramura. There's a drive to Sutter. This will be playable, not a any inning. So nothing across for Japan. We go down to the bottom of the seventh as Cuba has only managed 1 hit so far. The 2-2 to Robert. Struck him out. Nice fastball. He's still throwing it pretty good. Here's the 0-1 to Oliva. Ground ball to first. Picks it up. Steps on the bag for the unassisted play at first base, route number 2. Rafael Palmeiro, the 3-2. Struck him out looking. Beautiful fastball, 100 miles an hour. Higuchi, then Matsui, then Senga. Go to the top of the 8th. Japan fighting for its playoff lives here. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Perez, who will throw to first for the first out of the inning. Matsui. 1 for 10 in this series, 0 for 2 in this game. Make it 0 for 3. Nice strikeout. Front number 2. Senga to hit here. And he'll swing on and miss. Front number 3 to the bottom of the 8th we go. Yordan Alvarez, the 2-2. Struck him out. Tony Perez. Struck him out. Got him with the cutter. Capaneris 0 for 2. The 1-2. Drives it to left, but this is playable for Matsui. And Senga has pitched 8 brilliant innings to keep Japan in it. Matsui's 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Drives it to center. Robert's under it. He's got it. Ground ball to second. Gurriel throw to first. Got him. Sadaharu the 2-2. Drives it to center. This is playable for Robert. Got him. That'll end the inning. To the bottom of the 9th here. Canseco to pinch hit here for Grandal. And most likely El Duque to come be pinch hit here as well. Canseco's got 0 for 1 in this series. There's a 2-2 by Senga. Struck him out. Another strikeout. Good cutter that went outside of the zone. Jose Abreu for 1 in this series. Here's the 0-1. Drives it the other way. Base hit. Maybe a chance here for the bullpen to get its act together. Start warming up. On our first Torriente to come on in here is the 1-2. Drives it to right. There's a base hit. Runner will head over to third, but a beautiful throw by Otani to nail Abreu. Gets him out. Luis Robert, the 2-0. Weak pop up right to the first baseman. We are going to extra innings, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 10th here. Otani, Jojima, Iwamura to come on in. Here's Aroldis Chapman to come in. He's pitched 2 innings, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Has collected 2 saves. There's a 3-1. A strikeout machine for sure. Drive to right field. Nice catch by Oliva for the first out. Jojima, 0 for 3. There's the 0-2. Swung on a miss. Iwamura drives it. Got it. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be it for Senga and Kikuchi to come on in to face all 3 lefties. The 0-2 here to Oliva. Struck him out. Beautiful fastball. Palmero. The 0-2. Ground ball to third. Fires to first, though. Nice play by Oramura. Was shading in towards the middle infield. Yordan Alvarez, the 2-2. There's a drive to center. It's going to be extra bases. On his way to second is Alvarez with a double. And potentially walk Tony Perez. Face Capaneris. Struck him out. To the top of the 11th they go. Iguchi, Matsui, and then the pitcher, most likely going to be a pinch hitter. Here's Iguchi, the 2-2. Swung on a miss. Fastball away. Matsui drives it right at the third base for the second out. In comes a pinch hitter. Suichi Murata to come on in. A 1-2. Ground ball to first. 3-1 on the putout to end the inning. And Cuba looking to make a bit of a comeback here. It's Uehara to come in. Now the bullpens are going to be used pretty much here. Marrero, then Zoilo Versailles was now playing second base, and then Chapman to come in. Here's Eli Marrero to face Uehara. 7-6 record, 1.22 ERA during the season. There's a drive to center. There's the first out. by Suzuki. And now you got Yuli Gurriel, the pinch hit here for Versailles. A 2-0. Drives it up the middle. There's a base hit. Well done. He's on with a single. Aroldis Chapman to come in and pinch hit. This is the bunt. Gets the bunt down, throws set for one on a first double play. Bunted it way too hard. And Cuba is left empty-handed. The top of the order, Matsui, Suzuki, and O. Luis Aloma to come in. I don't understand that move. You put Chapman in a pinch hit and a bunt, but you take him out of the game after. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Aloma to come in here, face the top of the order. The 0-2 to Kaz Matsui was not done a whole lot here offensively in this game. A weak ground ball. The catcher will throw. Got him. Great throw there to get him out. Ichiro's 0 for 4. Drives it to second, but right. Gurriel for the second out. Sanharo's 1 for 4. There's a 3-0. Gonna walk him. 1 for 3 with a walk is Otani. There's a 1-2. There's a drive to right, but this is playable for Oliva. There's a second. There's a last out here. Harris pitched 1 inning. He's looking for a second. A 1-0 Robert. Drives it to right center. This will be playable, and he got it. Oliva. 1-0. Drives it up the middle. There's a base hit. A 3-2 to Palmero. And he walks him first and second. In comes Takahashi. Ran a left-hander, a 1-1. See what Takahashi can do. There's a weak ground ball. We'll go to first. Well, they get the out at second. That was a bold play there. And there is out number 2. Once again, they're going to intentionally walk Perez. And that'll be it. They're going to bring in Otsuka. As we're at the bottom of the 12th here, 2 outs, bases loaded for Campaneris. There's a pitch. And a wild pitch, a run will score. Game's over. Unbelievable. Wild pitch, and a run scores. Cuba wins 1-0. They're on to the division series. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Really sad loss for Japan as they lose a heartbreaker in the bottom of the 12th, 1-0. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. Japan, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Wow. Luis Aloma picks up the win relief. He's 1-0. Tough loss by Uehara. He's 0-1. Zuka just threw 1 pitch and threw it in the dirt. That was it. Senga pitched brilliantly, 9 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 Ks. Kikuchi pitched brilliantly for 1 inning. Uh, Chapman was great. Well, El Duque was just as good. So just a tough loss all around here. But a much deserved win as Cuba wins the series 3 games to 1 and will now move on in the divisional round as Cuba is going to play Texas in round number 2. Cuba, who swept the Dominican Republic, and we'll see who's going to when the dates and times are for those games. But congratulations to Cuba on moving to round number 2. They are going to have to face a formidable opponent in Texas, but they're for Japan. Close games. They were in there. Their offense just didn't. They couldn't get enough men on base. I don't think they got anybody on third base, to be perfectly honest. They might have got somebody in second. So their offense sputtered, but overall they had a very good season. Just they won the division despite the under 500 record, and hopefully next year they'll be able to improve on what they did because there are some good elements. They put Otani in right field. They added more offense. They got good pitching. They bolstered their bullpen a little bit, and hopefully better things to come. So that ends this game today. Hopefully we'll be able to get the game between Desert City and Venezuela going either um, later tonight or tomorrow, and we'll slowly get the wild card round out of the way as we could hopefully move in quickly into the division series. On behalf of yours truly, thank you for listening to this game between Japan and the Sugar Kings. I wish everybody a very nice day. You can follow us on YouTube on the World Baseball Association channel. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.